Do you think that sweet spot that you're seeing right now of retaining 21 is kudos to last year?
It's a dream. From retaining 2 to 21, we have nothing really to do in the auction.
I felt it all started with Ricky coming on board. He's fabulous. His player management skill is amazing. The way of confidence and freedom he gives to every individual in the team.
And it showed last year when we made it to the finals. But here's if I can ask you as captain, what do you think are the key learnings that you want to make a change in this year?
I personally feel that change is inevitable. It will come by time, but at the same point, we have to see to it that we have that sort of trust and belief in our players.
There's a lot of chatter. We were going through a lot of people's comments, and they are all confused about whether a new spinner is coming, whether you guys want an all-rounder. Have you been listening to what others are saying, or you had it headstrong कि हमें यही चाहिए?
We're here to get the best value.
Yeah.
I mean, just see जो हम लोग ने पिछले साल किए, the investment, the confidence we showed in our players.
Craziness they have done. Thank you so much for
You said
joining us.
craziness.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Cool. Hello.
Hello.
We're talking shop for the first time, and it's been a while since you've been on our channel, and now we are in Abu Dhabi, everybody. So, first thing we have to know: are you guys in a sweet spot, retaining 21 people already?
It's a dream. From retaining 2 to 21, we have nothing really to do in the auction tomorrow, right? So we're come here to see what other teams do, and if we find the right player at the right price, at some point we might get in. If not, then we just don't get anyone.
But do you think that sweet spot that you're seeing right now of retaining 21 is kudos to last year and the performance and what happened in the last IPL?
100%. I mean, all thanks to Shreyas and Ricky and the staff, and of course the players who put in all the effort. It's a wonderful place to be in.
But here's for you, you were on the other side of the auction table last year. You were the one who was getting bid on for the auction. This year you are on that table. How has your journey been this past year with that role?
Fabulous. I still remember the conversation I had after the auction with Ness. He had called me straight away, and I was in Hyderabad in my room. I couldn't believe that I've gone for so much of an amount. But yeah, very sweet of Ness to call me and give me that sort of motivation that you belong to our team, and please don't worry about what happened in the auction, but we believe in you, we trust in you, and I'm sure that the season would be amazing. And from there onwards, everything paced out pretty well. And that was my first impression, to be honest, once I saw the auction.
Yeah.
But now, today, I'm, sitting on the other side. Not the other side, but on the table along with the team, the most experienced people, Ness and team. Yes, we have been planning, jotting down players that we want in the coming IPL. So, yes, looking forward to it. Looking forward for excitement in the coming days.
And thanks to Shreyas last year, on the second day, we had a lot of support from him behind the scenes to get a lot of players, young players. Don't forget that part.
Also talking about the fact that this is a mini auction. Last year was a mega auction. Do you think a mini auction is even more tougher because you have to fine tune just a few mistakes or a few improvements that can actually get you a trophy? So would you reckon that mini auction thoda zyada mushkil hai than a mega auction, or aisa kuch nahi hai?
Without doubt, a mini auction is more difficult because again, you're on a top up, and in that top up, others are topping up. And then others have a bigger purse, and you have a different purse. But like I said, for us, we've retained 21.
Yeah.
So we are set as far as we're concerned. We are here, because we're part of the IPL, and we represent the IPL, and we obviously want to be here. It's a wonderful experience for Shreyas. I'm grateful that he could take the time out of his busy schedule to come, and I think it shows. Punjab Kings is in a position of strength today, as opposed to a position of not strength in previous years.
Yeah, I've seen, so for people who are watching, we've seen the other teams around the auction, and I don't want to say this, but I'm also biased, they're running a little helter-skelter because they have bigger pockets and more teams to build, where Punjab Kings, touchwood, has been in a sweeter spot. But that's also a lot of expectations for this season because we made it to the finals last season. We had a great season thanks to all of you in the leadership. More pressure this season because of that?
No pressure at all. There's no pressure at all because we're very clear that we are not here for one season. We're here for many seasons. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we have full faith in the players. in the staff, in the coach and the captain, and that's it. As far as we're concerned, as I mentioned to the team last year when we met them in Ahmedabad, that my job is done, our job, meaning Mohit, Preeti and Satish and others, and now it's up to the players. So we work in unison.
Yeah.
And frankly, we're all one happy family. We're very relaxed. There's no formality.
Yeah.
And it's
taking
God.
it how it
God is great. God is kind.
Shreyas, for you, your team is something that you've really rebuilt in the last season. For you, this is also a Punjab 2.0 for both of you. You added a lot of value differently to this team, and it was completely, it was rebranded, it was positioning, there were so many young players. My question to you, Shreyas, is what were the main things that you inculcated to make Punjab 2.0?
That's a very good question. I felt it all started with Ricky coming on board. He's fabulous. His player management skill is amazing. The way of confidence and freedom he gives to every individual in the team. Not only the senior most player, but also a newcomer in the team. Say, for example, a youngster who has come in the IPL for the first time. To give him that sort of confidence where he feels that he is part and parcel of every decision making of the team.
Yeah.
I think when you get such sort of people alongside you, that gives immense motivation to a player and confidence going forward. And I felt that basically gave us liberty to go out there and perform to the best of our abilities. And that transcendental phase basically happened from the practice matches we played together as a team. So all these small aspects, obviously Ness, Preeti, Mohit, everyone talking to the youngsters, individual, treating all of us equally, that creates a lot of impact. And I feel this worked amazing as a synergy, and keeping fingers crossed, we continue with the same energy and vibe going forward in the season.
I mean, just one thing to add, I think it's going to be greater energy, greater camaraderie. We've all been together now over a year. Less than a year, actually. It feels a lot longer.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a new season for a lot of young players, and I think we've shown confidence, Shreyas and Ricky and all of us, in backing these players, in retaining 21. And of course, now that you have the 21, you keep improving them, right? You monitor them, you improve them off-season, before pre-season, post-season. So it's not about just, going and playing. It's about what happens before and what happens after, because that's what makes you, right? It's not just come and play.
But like you said, there's so many young players, apart from obviously the captain and maybe another player or two, very young players, not too many senior players. Do you think that's a boon or bane for team? Because there are a lot of naysayers who talk about seniority nahi hai team mein, apart from obviously Shreyas. What do you have to say to that?
There are so many senior players in the team. I feel like, not really, but Marcus Stoinis, then Arshdeep has played for a while. Prab Simran, I think. Yuzi. And I don't know if I'm missing anyone over here, but so many of them, they've played decently well.
Yeah, and you would consider them being seniors for the team.
Absolutely, and they've got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And they bring in ideas and chopping and changing, that's part and parcel of the game. But other than that, when we discuss about the match, when we discuss about the plans, how we go about a certain player in a particular game, I think everyone chips in with their ideas. So there is no senior or junior per se. I remember when I was playing my first IPL, I was a bit nervous, but the way my coach at that point of time made me feel comfortable, I think it's just a matter of 1 or 2 games, and then if you perform well, you automatically become.
And it's also maturity in the game. Like even if they're young players, the game they play, even in domestic, they're doing exceptionally well, which is a great thing for the team.
See, listen. Eventually, the word you keep saying is team, right? Team means that everyone is together.
Yeah.
Okay, and yes, there are preferences. So after the match, some people want to go and relax in their room. The next day, some people want to go for practice. Some people don't.
Right.
Do what you want. At the end of the day, there is no right, there is no wrong. It is just your performance which will speak. And we are very clear, and we are very happy and we're very content that we have the right leadership in place.
Yeah.
and we have the right players in place. And at the end of the day, you asked the question earlier that are you nervous? I was nervous last year. Okay, we got to the final. I think we surpassed a lot of expectations.
Yeah, this year you're confident.
We were the most watched team. I'm not confident. I'm happy that the position we're in is coming from a position of strength. Okay, having that consistency. See, eventually, as Shreyas says, there's no junior players can speak, senior players can speak, and you just go out and perform.
Yeah.
So eventually, it becomes performance based. But all of us contribute in our own way, and that is what makes the whole, team and the Punjab Kings thing. I mean, take the photographers who are photographing us now; they have a role.
Yeah.
Everyone, you have a role. Everyone has a role.
Thank you.
But no, thank you, and that's what we want to be in one happy family. There's no right, there's no wrong.
Everyone's
there's
valuable.
Everyone is valuable. Thank you. Thank you. That's the right word. Everyone is valuable.
And it showed last year when we made it to the finals. But Shreyas, if I can ask you as captain, we made it to the finals. We had a great season thanks to the leadership. What do you think are the key learnings that you want to make a change in this year so that we can go just across that mark?
See, I can't think about a change straight away.
Right.
We haven't started with the camp yet. Firstly, we got to get together, build up that energy again, introduce each other, the newcomers in the team especially. We have to build back the family. A lot of players would be coming back from their respective international games. So I don't think that we can inculcate changes straight away.
Yeah.
We have to play a practice game where we can, have that gel and bonding as a team.
And then you can identify where you want to work on.
Exactly.
So do you think every
planning
season
and
is
plotting
like
starts from there?
Yeah. So is it right to say every season is like day one? Once it starts?
Once it starts.
Yeah.
You can have certain ideas and you can have certain plans based on this, like after the auction, we can plan or basically strategize about what sort of team we would be going ahead with. But eventually, I feel it's about the current form of the players and how a particular player, like what's his mind space. So that all matters a lot.
Yeah.
Rather than having a set formula that this is what we would be going with. So I personally feel that change is inevitable. It will come by time, but at the same point, we have to see to it that we have that sort of trust and belief in our players, where we know that in this particular or given occasion, they are going to perform for us and win us the games.
Win us the games.
And we've done that, right? I mean, again, what greater trust and confidence can you show but then in retaining the 21 players?
Yeah.
Look at it from the player's perspective. You're retained. The franchise has shown confidence in you. They obviously know that, and the player knows that he has to improve.
Yeah.
The franchise knows he has to improve. Others are improving. So we have to keep improving and keep evolving.
And that comes from a great place to have that, not that overconfidence that we've cracked it. It's like improve. Both of you talk about improvement and there's always scope to be better, which is great. And that's what brings us to this auction, which I'm really eager to ask. What are the meetings like? Are you guys fighting? Are you guys quarreling? Are you on the same page? What is the strategy? If you can share something with us.
There's no quarreling, there's no fighting. I think that's an incorrect word. There is discussion and there is respect for each person's view. Let's not misunderstand, but everyone contributes.
So it's a healthy deliberation. That's
No, I would say it's healthy deliberation in any team effort, which is what the auction is focused on, which is what during the season, everyone contributes. From the statisticians, which is Ashish Tully and Saurabh Walker, to the other coaches, the scouts who've contributed, to Ricky, to Brad Haddon, to James Hopes, to Satish Menon, to Mohit, to Preeti, to everyone contributes. So at the end of the day, it's about that. Everyone brings in their own perspective, and there's no right and there's no wrong. It's just the result which eventually demonstrates what it needs to demonstrate.
Yeah, I believe like when Shreyas was in Australia as well, when he was going through his recovery, he was still really much included in all the discussions. You had Ricky from Australia as well taking part in conversations. You guys were in different parts of the world.
Yeah, I mean, we've always been in different parts of the world, and I think that again comes down to, Shreyas I mean, I had my heart in my mouth when I saw the video of his injury. You know, my mother actually says to me, he's like you, he's like Evel Knievel, you know, always diving and all that. But listen, I mean, it shows his commitment and it shows his comfort factor. He can speak for himself, but otherwise, why would he attend a call when he's in Australia, you know, whether he's in a hospital bed or not?
Yeah,
he's got other things to do. He's vice captain of India. I mean, that's a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
And India comes first. So he wants to do it. And that's why he did it.
Yeah. What was your vision related to this auction, mini auction? There are a lot of chatter. We were going through a lot of people's comments, and they are all confused about whether a new spinner is coming, whether you guys want an all-rounder. Have you been listening to what others are saying, or you had it headstrong? Ki, hame yahi chahiye?
We want zero. We need zero. Okay, we are very happy with the players we have. We are very confident with the players we have. If we get a player at the right value, we will look at that.
Yeah.
But we are not here to go and just spend the money for the sake of it, you know, and it all will pan out tomorrow and we'll see what others do.
Yeah.
And if we feel that we need to, you know, get a couple of players or one or four, so be it. You know, at the moment it's zero.
Yeah.
It could be four.
You never know. Everything will pan out tomorrow.
It could be zero, could be four.
Yeah.
But we're going in with the thought of zero.
And walking out of the auction tomorrow, Shreyas, do you want people to say that the captain played it safe with this auction, or you want people to say that the captain played it interesting and we can't wait to see what this does?
The paddle is not going to be in my hand.
You're not going to be listening?
It was him last season, and I'm sure it's going to be him. So
Are you going to let him?
that question should be for him, not for me.
Now,
I mean,
now that he said that, I think he's going to have to go in the deep end, right? I mean, you know, he can sit there and score, you know, the highest number of runs Mr. Shreyas Iyer has scored in the history of IPL is in Punjab Kings, 600 plus. So he's the man in the driving seat. We are just backseat.
I love how they both keep throwing the ball in each other's goal.
No, it's not about ball. It's about, listen, it's about respect. It's about understanding, and it's most important about trust. And at the end of the day, we trust each other. And he trusts the team, we trust Ricky. So the trust amongst everyone is what you're seeing.
Yeah.
If there wasn't that trust, then we wouldn't be speaking like this, frankly speaking.
and also more than what people are going to think about us, it's us at the end of the day as a team. We've discussed for almost hours and hours, almost every other day. We've sat together and decided on how to go about this particular auction. So when we leave, we should be satisfied and content as a team and not think too much about what others think about our auction strategy.
जैसे हमने बात की पंजाब 2.0 बना पिछले सीजन एंड कंप्लीट रीब्रांडिंग हुई, पोजीशनिंग हुई, फैंस का इतना प्यार आया, मार्केटिंग में, कंटेंट में, प्लेयर्स में, टीम में, सबका. व्हाट डू यू थिंक वाज दैट वन फैक्टर कि लोगों को ज़्यादा प्यार हुआ टीम से सडनली इतनी फैंडम बढ़ गई?
इतनी खुशी था देखने में, you know, everyone enjoyed watching us, you know, मज़ा आया देखने में. क्या उनका स्टाइल था, क्या उनका कॉन्फिडेंस था, अंदाज, you know, and बहुत सारे फैंस, you know, those who never, जिन लोगों ने क्रिकेट देखा भी नहीं, पसंद भी नहीं किया, उन लोग मुझे फ़ोन करते थे कि नैस भाई क्या बढ़िया खेल है आप. So it's all down to, I think, you know, confidence in having the right सही लीडरशिप, सही कोचिंग, सही प्लेयर्स.
श्रेयस, आपने भी ये देखा था थोड़ा ट्रेंड चेंज होते हुए विद योर फैंडम व्हेन इट केम टू सरपंच साहब एज अ टैगलाइन आल्सो?
हाँ, डेफिनेटली मुझे इतना अटेंशन और प्यार किधर और कोई भी फ्रेंचाइज में नहीं मिला. एंड बट ऑल्सो माई परफॉर्मेंस, मेरा परफॉर्मेंस भी अच्छा था ये सीज़न. एंड जो हिसाब से हम लोग मैचेस जीत रहे थे, स्टार्ट में वी स्टार्टेड विद अ बैंग, अमेजिंग गेम, स्कोर 240 समथिंग. करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग.
Some great defending also.
Yeah, we scored around 230, 240 in the first game, and that gave उसने actually हमें great momentum दिया वो game ने. And then उसके बाद जो हम game खेले थे KKR के against, and मुझे personally लगा कि वो season का या नहीं तो IPL का अभी तक का best game लगा था मुझे.
I can say
जितना
वो
भी मैं खेला हूँ,
spectators के लिए तो best game
तो
था.
उसके बाद से जो मैंने momentum shift देखा कि वो मैच के बाद से जो हमें फॉलोइंग मिला, फैन फॉलोइंग, तो उससे मुझे फील आ रहा है कि हम लोग ने एक तरीके का स्टैंडर्ड सेट किया आईपीएल में कि हर फैन को एक्सपेक्टेशंस था कि पंजाब किंग्स कहीं से भी जीत सकते हैं अभी, कोई भी मैच हो कहीं से भी जीत सकते हैं। तो जब ये वो एक टीम के बारे में आपको लगता है तो फैंडम, प्यार, सब कुछ मिलता है आपको।
And before we let you go, Ness, what can we expect from tomorrow? Any firecrackers?
I've said to you already, 0. You know, I'm not gonna.
I love it so zen.
No, it's true. At the end of the day, we're not here to. We're here to get the best value.
Yeah.
I mean, just see जो हम लोग ने पिछले साल किए, the investment, the confidence we showed in our players. You know, Prab कुछ देखिए. You know, he's a total different player. Young Arya. I mean, what can one say about him?
Yeah.
You know, bowlers just get scared. Then after that, you know, English आ रहे थे. Yeah, Shreyas. और उसके बाद नेहाल. And then Shashank.
Yeah.
And it just goes on. Marco Jansen भी है, Hazmutullah भी है, Marcus Stoinis भी है, जो भी है. Maxwell भी था पिछले season. But you know, at the end of the day, हर एक player अगर उनका confidence and trust हमारे साथ है और हमारे trust के वजह से उन्हें confidence मिले, तो then it's up to them and that's what they do. Because they are the best at what they do, these players.
We're going to edit this video here for you all and cut to tomorrow, and when they're coming out of the auction room and seeing what craziness they have done. Thank you so much for
You
joining
said craziness.
us. Yeah. Oh, nice. You should be writing content for us. I'm here. But best of luck for tomorrow. Very, very excited. I'll be standing right
And
outside
just
the
one
room.
thing, thank you to the fans. Okay, 18 साल से हमारे जो followers है, you know, I think पिछले साल बढ़िया था. And thank you for the confidence, thank you for the support, thank you for everything you've done. I think to see the Punjab Stadium इतने जैसे party थे, you know, during the KKR match. मैंने ज़िंदगी में ऐसा नहीं देखा. And I think, you know, पूरा Punjab Kings की family, fans is probably the most important part.
Amazing, guys. You heard that. Send a lot of love in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Thank you. Best of luck for tomorrow.